Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Desperate Measures. There is a bugbear before you.
Shit.
Would we know what a bugbear is in character?
Yeah, in character, you would know about bugbears. You've heard of them. You've probably never seen one in the flesh. They are bigger, meaner, more brutish goblins. They're significantly larger. They're a little bit smarter. They're usually smaller in numbers. They frequently travel in packs and sometimes are known to capture goblins or, keep goblins under their dominion. Sometimes they'll go off by themselves and get a little goblin clan. Sometimes a group of bugbears will have a group of goblins that work with them, for them. There's a lot of bullying going on between the various goblin races. Let me see what else I can tell you about these creatures.
Do goblins like bugbears usually? Are they usually benevolent to them, or are they like...
No, this is an abusive relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. Bugbears are the largest of the goblinoid family, which includes goblins and hobgoblins. They are almost always over 7 feet tall, covered head to toe in short, thick fur. Bugbears do not concern themselves with the affairs of lesser and smaller creatures, preferring to live in rugged areas that are difficult for lesser beings to access. They're typically far away from other things. You wouldn't know any of this. You wouldn't know any of that. You wouldn't know any of that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So, let's do it. Let's bring you into the map. And let's bring you right over here. And we're going to have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I'm lagging.
Uh-oh.
We'll get there, I promise.
Oh, he lagging, boys.
All right, we're good.
What is the initiative of a mace?
I think it's decently slow.
It is slowish.
Slow-ish.
The bugbear smashes his mace on his shield. And do ascending. Jebediah, you go first.
Excellent. I just kind of reach around the corner and kick this a couple feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about right there-ish. All right. And I can just barely see the bugbear. I can poke my head around the corner and get at him.
Yeah.
So
You can lean around the corner, make a shot.
Yep, lean around the corner.
I would say this is low light condition, so -1 to hit.
Sure. Nope.
No. It strikes the shield of the bugbear, who gives a chortle. Ebner.
Ebner is going to ready an attack.
Okay. Joka.
Joka's gonna walk back down the hall a little bit with the torch, and he's gonna drop it off right here, and then he's gonna come back and get ready to go into the battle. Can't get around everybody else right now, but
Okay.
ready in action to use the rest of his movement to go after some goblins if a hole opens up.
Callum.
Okay. I think Callum is going to, let's see. If I move in front of Ebner, does that obstruct anything that you're about to...
It will block. It'll make Jebediah have a penalty to attack if you're in front of him.
Could you
Let's
move
not do that
here?
then.
Yeah, there.
That's fine.
If I move right here, I think I'm going to move here.
Mhm.
And if I were to tumble, would that... How long actually does tumbling take effect for?
Until the beginning of your next turn.
My next turn, and then I can't do it again for the rest of this engagement, right?
Nope, you can do it whenever you want. It takes your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will go here and tumble then, and then I'm just kind of evasive.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bugbear will take 2 steps forward, moving into the next square, smash his mace against his shield, and bellow loudly at you. Jebediah, you can make your second attack.
Perfect. And still low light, or
let me see what your point of view is. If you were right here, yeah, it's still low light. You can see him, but just barely.
okay.
Yeah. That will hit. That will crit the bugbear. He goes to bring his shield up, and the arrow goes right through 2 weak boards and hits him square in the sternum. Roll me double damage. Holy shit. The bugbear is staggered by the blow. His eyes go wide. He drops to a knee a little bit and begins to shake off the effects of the blow. Which
now, boys, just remember, we don't want to go up forward here. There could be. Let's let him come to us, and we can all 3 get an attack on him, or
Good
all 4
idea,
of us.
Jebediah.
let's roll initiative.
Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, I got this.
Damn.
Just so you know, Neal, we can see your rolls.
I know. That's fine. It's not going to matter. Oh, that's some great initiative there, Joka.
Yeah, you like that one?
I love it.
I like that I have a ready to action, so at least it's still sitting there.
Callum, you're the first to go. Let me turn down the battle music, Neal. There we go.
Yeah, I think what Callum is gonna do is, I think he's gonna pull out his club, and I think he's just going to. Is it possible for me to tumble again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then that's what I'll do, and I'll stay put right where I'm at.
All right. So you're taking a defensive action, but you switch to your club. Jebediah.
Perfect. I'll plink him again.
16 will hit. Oh my god.
Only for
2 more damage. Okay. The bugbear lets out a ferocious roar, and coming forth are his minions, his goblin minions. He was hoping you would engage with him so they could pounce, but instead they're coming at you now. This goblin runs full tilt with a spear right at you, Callum. I think he doesn't have enough space to do a mechanical charge. Oh, no, he can do it. Yeah, you just need 30 feet. He can do that. Natural 20 against you, Callum. Oof. Oh, it's beautiful. Oof. With the charge, it's a 22, which offsets your tumbling. So it is, once again, a double crit. That is 3d6 damage.
Is tumbling 4?
Is it 4? I thought it was 2,
I believe.
You might be right.
It says a character with tumbling proficiency can improve his armor class by 4 against attacks directed.
Ooh. That makes a huge difference.
It does make a huge difference.
Good reading. Armor class by 4. Yes. When unarmed in combat, he can improve attack roll by 2. Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, I switched my blood there, but.
So, the 22 from the goblin becomes just a flat. Becomes a 22 against AC 14. Only clears by 8. It is only a single crit, not a double crit. So you will take 3 plus 2, 5 damage from the goblin spear.
Okay.
And the next goblin is going to come and pop down off of this ledge and come on over towards. He's going to move all the way forward and take a stab at.
I had a ready to attack.
You did. It goes off.
Okay, 1 second. 16?
16 hits the goblin.
For 2.
Your spear runs right through his little body, and he falls dead at your feet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's a little weakling.
Ooh, wow.
The next goblin will pop down and fill his place, running and screaming as he attacks. His spear, I think it just like hits your armor and falls to the side.
I'll scream back at him.
All right, Ebner, it's your turn.
Ebner will attack him.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7 is no go.
Oh, sorry. 17 to hit and then 7 damage.
17 to hit will hit. 7 damage will slay the goblin. He dies.
Mr. Abner, I must say, those were 2 beautiful thrusts.
Thank you. I am renowned for my thrusting all over Arcadia.
It clearly shows.
The
Clearly
bug
shows.
bear, a large creature, moves forward, kind of pushes the goblin aside with an elbow, brings his mace up, and brings it down towards Callum. And I got to figure out what his attack roll is. We'll just do it off of this sheet. With another natural 20, Callum.
Jesus.
This one's a modified 24, so it still clears by 10, which is still a double crit. So that is going to be 3d6 plus a lot of damage. We might be making a new character, everybody.
A night.
It's d6 plus 1 damage on the mace. So that's 3d6 plus 3 plus his strength bonus of 2. So that's 3d6 plus 5. All right, so why don't we just start with 5? Plus 6 is 11. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. Does that bring you to negative 10?
Brings him to negative 12.
Yeah.
Callum's head is splattered across the wall behind him. Just blood and brains everywhere as he falls to the ground, completely destroyed. The bugbear chortles. The next goblin pops down but can't go anywhere because the bugbear's blocking the path. Rip Callum. I'm glad that you added that you had a pregnant wife right before we began our combat today.
Yeah.
Joka!
Connar, are you in this square or in this square?
I'm like.
Are you in the north or the
this
south
square?
Yeah.
I'm in that square.
Okay, so that means I can like slip around behind you and get at this guy, right? Neal?
Yeah,
We'll give that-
no
okay.
problem. Yeah.
Awesome.
Request the square right below that one.
The one
yeah.
with the dead,
Yeah, that one's
blood-spattered Callum.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. It's a 9 to hit, which is going to be a no.
No. Woof. And end of the round, Jebediah gets another shot.
Excellent.
End him.
12 is going to hit the shield and do nothing.
Shit.
And
Shit is correct.
we'll roll initiative.
If I wanted to cast a spell, what is that on my plus?
Your spell will have a casting speed on it. What spell do you want to cast?
My goal would be to walk up to him and cast Cure Light Wounds as like the negative or whatever to do damage.
You have to memorize it.
Yeah, you'd have to memorize the opposite.
Oh, you have to memorize it as the reverse?
Yeah.
You have to memorize it as cause.
Light wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll be doing my
Nice.
a 6.
Excellent.
Beautiful initiative.
Thank you.
All right.
They're flanking us.
Yes,
Nope.
if you are adjacent to someone, you get +1 to hit. It's not advantage, but if you're on their flank,
Yeah.
it's +1. If it's back attack, it's +2. Ebner with the 6.
I'm guessing I can't move through his square to like where the pebble is, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to here and I'm going to stab him.
The bugbear.
Yeah.
14 is the magic number. Your spear finds home. Ooh. Whoops, I added that to the wrong area. -3 on his HP. The bugbear is badly wounded, but he's not gonna let these paltry people get away from him. Jebediah. You can fire over the dwarf's head without any problem, but you can't hit anything anyway.
Yep.
The bugbear. Oh, the
You ready
bugbear.
for the 50-50, Mutant? You ready for this 50-50?
In before the bugbear gets to
Dwarves
attack
have-
squares.
You know, he really doesn't like the dwarf, but I believe dwarves have a mechanical advantage against bugbears,
They do.
Really?
which
For
he's
what?
aware of. Dwarves have a few special abilities that are worth reading up on. You get +4 to your AC against a few monsters. Let's just see if
know that.
bugbears are one of them. Let's see, in melee, dwarves add +1 on their dice rolls to hit orcs, half-orcs, goblins, and hobgoblins. Oh, that would have been nice to know. When ogres, trolls, ogre, magi, giants, or titans attack dwarves, okay, no worry. So the bugbear will just smash at the dwarf. He brings his mace up, And he brings it down with a 13 plus...
It hits.
Plus 3 is a 16 to hit you. And you will take 6, 7, 8, 9 damage as the mace crunches the
Max
dwarf.
damage. Yeah.
I'm knocked out.
Dwarf is unconscious. Oh my god, the party's falling to pieces. The foremost goblin will stab at this guy, but miss with a
Joka.
9.
Okay.
Joka is missed. The bat goblin can't do anything. Joka, it's your turn.
This hobgoblin is killing too many people. He's got to come down. He's got to go.
He's got to go. Oh, critical hit.
Beautiful.
Clears by 5 exactly. Your two-handed axe.
Do I get on my to damage? I have a +2. Is that also? Does that go to 4, or is that still
No,
just a +2?
that is static.
Okay.
Oh my god. 21 damage. You want to tell me what happens to the bugbear?
I come in with the backside of it. I hit his ankle, and as he's coming to the ground, I just bring the axe down and just take his head clean off.
So the
We
ankle,
break his ankle.
snaps and shatters. The bugbear flips.
He
And
starts
then
to come down. His head's at a good height then, just at the right height just to come off. Then it's a little too high before, so you had to get the ankle out of the way.
the bugbear hits the ground, and then his head rolls away, leaving us with Jebediah.
Excellent.
Second shot.
Yeah, I'll take the second shot at that goblin that's right there.
You mean the
Oh my
one
God.
right down the hallway?
The one that's right next to you, which he frickin' double crits again. 3 times damage dice, which will pin the goblin to the wall, and we can roll initiative on the next round.
Do I roll death saves in this game?
Nope, you roll initiative, just a flat d10, and your HP drops by 1 every initiative. And when you hit -10, you die.
Now I want big numbers.
Now you want
Yeah.
the big number.
Joker, do me a favor, cover me. I'm gonna try and patch. Mr. Ebner up here.
Oh, that was gonna be my plan, my friend. I think I got this one.
You got this one. Okay.
Like I think this is the one I take.
So just add 1 to that, so it's actually a 9. You know.
All right. Ebner, you are the first to go.
I take 1 damage.
Excellent. Jebediah.
All right. Yeah, at this point, take a step right here, and then I can see Ann Goblin down there, and I'll light him up.
18 will hit for 2 points of damage. The goblin is grievously wounded. I like that word too. Grievously. Why won't your HP change? There we go. All right. The goblin goes, the arrow still sticking out of his shoulder. He leaps forward. I shouldn't have deleted the bugbear because the goblin stands atop the bugbear and just starts stabbing the bugbear over and over and kicking him in the head. You can see the joy and adulation in the goblin's eyes as the bugbear is dead before him. He even ignores the arrow wound in his shoulder. Joka, give me an intelligence check to stabilize this one, unless you have healing.
I don't, but I'm gonna look down. This Tempo of Cleric saved my life last time we were in here. Tempos help me guide my hand.
Oh, flying colors. You patch up the
Beautiful.
dwarf well enough. He's not gonna die. And I guess at the very end of the round, Jebediah gets another attack.
Yeah. Let's finish him off. Or not.
You miss the little goblin. So you're just unconscious for now. So you just chill. Yeah. Initiative. Ooh, goblin slow.
And it's basically impossible for me not to be slower, so.
Yeah. Jebediah?
Yeah, here goes one more attack.
You miss. The goblin drops his spear, drops to his knees, and starts like bowing and kowtowing to you, his hands going up and down with his body in a sign of worship or praise or surrender. Your decision. Joka.
I'd like to walk up slowly with my axe next to him. And I'd like to hit him with the backside and just knock him out if I can.
Go for it. Make me an attack roll.
I think that would just kill him.
Yeah, you know, he's worshiping and the axe like swings over his head and he comes up and it swings back and then he drops down again. He's completely unaware of the fact that you even tried to hit him. Jebediah, you get your second attack at the end of the round if you want it.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, I'm right
no
here.
goblin prisoners.
No goblin prisoners. He's gone.
No goblin.
He's
no
at
goblin
1.
prisoners.
He dies.
Oh.
We can step out of combat here.
All right.
Rest in peace.
And I'm going to collect as many arrows as I can. So that would be, as far as hits go, that'd be 1 hit, 2 hit, red hit. So 3 hits.
All right. So while you're calculating those things, let's turn our attentions
hits.
here to Tom. How was your first session of D&D? I mean, we're not done yet, but how was your first session and your first character death?
Oh, I mean that was entirely my fault because I wore a red shirt today.
Ah,
Yeah, I should have worn my blue shirt. That's really what I should
definitely.
have done.
Yeah,
My bad.
it's all right.
No, anyways, it was fantastic. It's fantastic. That should happen.
Shit happens. Indeed, it does. Let this be
I
a
had-
warning. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad. I think I have like 3 or 4 like paragraphs written out in my dude's bio, for like what his personality is, and like what he likes to do. Nah, it doesn't matter. His head is just watermelon just everywhere. Great, I love it. Fantastic.
I'm real sorry about that.
Yeah,
We'll
No.
take care of your wife, Tom.
it's all good.
All right, back in the dungeon.
Master Thruster will take care of your wife. I just want you to remember that.
There you go. He's known throughout the land for his thrusting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So while they continue to explore the dungeon, why don't you roll some new stats, and we'll get you a new character, and
Sure.
we'll sort it out somehow. How did we roll for stats before? Was it 40-61?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Just do that on your own, and we'll take whatever you get.
All right.
Well, living party members.
Callum, no. What happened? I look
Well-
down at his splattered head.
Well, you see the bugbear, it took its mace. And
Well, I know exactly what happened, but I thought he was good at dodging. He was tumbling out of the way of all the things earlier. It seems like he tumbled right into that one.
I don't think it was anything he could have done about that. That was
Thank
a
you.
very, honestly, is an impressive swing on the bugbear's part. Like he timed it very well.
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate.
Oh my god.
First roll, dude, got an 18.
Well, holy shit.
That's a good thing.
Super character.
So what you can do, Will, or not Will, but Tom, to make it go fast, if you just hit your up arrow, it'll do the last one again.
That's what I'm sorry.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to adjust this shit.
No,
What the hell?
No, leave it.
can adjust it.
Leave it. Leave it.
How many more do I need to do? How many stats?
Two more. 2 more.
3 more. Okay,
3 more.
Oh, 3 more?
1, 2,
one more,
3,
one
4,
more.
5,
I
6,
miscounted.
7. All right, there we go.
Damn, son.
yeah.
Is that it?
Super
Yeah,
character.
that's it.
I don't think I've ever
wanna
rolled
break the
max
game.
stats before. That's some good shit.
What is that?
Some real
18,
good shit.
16, 9, 18, 7, 14, 11.
Without mods, yeah.
So,
Well, that's what you get for killing his character, Neal.
that's what you get for killing this character. Let him keep it.
Hey,
do
there's
what you
a
want, dude.
resurrection, maybe, right? Do you wanna heal his brain for me?
When you
So,
crush
Tom,
his
what
head,
you
that just meant to
thinking of
crush his
making?
soul.
Oh, I have no idea right now. I'm sorry. I'm really slow at doing this.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, after this show's over, we'll work together to sort it all out.
Okay.
We'll make sure
Yeah,
it
that
happens
sounds good.
right.
Okay, yeah.
But do think about what you want to do. You could do a lot with this.
I think you can do everything
We're
somewhat.
about to have a
You
nobleman
can,
in the party.
there's literally nothing he can't do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're gonna be like a
no, he can do
prince?
everything.
Yeah, he can do everything. He can even get Prime Rex for everything, I think.
I mean,
No, he can't. Ooh,
What is
actually,
he
yes, he
missing?
can. He
Wait,
can.
what is Prime Rex? What does that mean?
Yeah, but-
if you have
I'm
a
lost.
16 or higher in your prime requisites, so like for fighter, that's strength.
Oh,
For
yeah.
ranger, it's strength, dex, and wisdom.
Got it.
Mhm.
For rogue, it's
it's just
dex.
Dex,
For
yeah.
cleric, it's wisdom or will or whatever the fuck. For wizard, it's int. You get 10% more XP per total,
shit.
Mhm.
which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, with those stats, if you throw an 18 in con and you be a fighter, you get +4 to HP.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you play a dwarf, you get a +1 to con.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have 19 con and get +5 to your HP every single level. Which means the minimum.
Overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got you. We got you.
I gotta figure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I gotta figure this stuff out.
This is everyone's favorite part about characters. So you've just walked into like the juiciest advice pool you've ever seen. Everyone's gonna tell you what to do. Don't you worry.
Everybody
Anyway.
wishes they had a max stat character on 2 rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
We'll figure it out. I hope. Yeah.
Like the sad music.
Oh god. All right.
Thanks, Callum.
This campaign just took a weird turn, guys. This will be interesting. I don't think I've played with a character with 2 18s in a second edition campaign in like 15 years.
Hey, don't forget about that 16.
But here's the thing.
And the 16.
The person who's behind the character has no idea what he's doing.
Doesn't
you'll be
matter.
fine, dude.
Okay.
In the
We'll
world
figure
of
it out.
blackjack, with 21
All right.
years, the 18s are pretty big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, party.
Joka slowly slithers down the hall and grabs his torch, peering around the corner to not get shot if there's a goblin down there in case. Grab his torch and bring it back over here to this area and start exploring.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it'd be a shame that if we didn't explore everything. So let's keep
Well, I just want
going,
to kind of
Joka.
see if we've got a spot to leave our cleric friend, maybe somewhere a little safer than just laying here on the floor.
There is a ledge up here. I think we could hide him.
Okay. My character's super laggy, so if you'll move him up there, that'd be awesome. I can't even run my guy over there right now.
Is it lagging super hard?
Yeah, it just with the torch in my character, it screws up.
Yeah.
I'll just move him one
I
at
got
a
the
time, I
torch
think.
up there.
Thank you.
Cool.
As long as I
Request
can
you
see, that's all that matters.
request you put cleric up there. Moon.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, since you got control of him.
My bad. With the torch?
Okay. Yeah, just on top
Just
of there
north
right
of
now.
the torch.
There you
One
go.
square north, yeah. Because I think it's a fire or something underneath it. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
a
looks like a little
campfire
fire pit.
spot.
Yeah.
The embers are still warm, indicating the campfire was lit not too recently, or quite recently, I should say. And you also find some structures here. This is like some fur in a makeshift lean-to. These are more solid, like sort of like brick, adobe brick, mud brick buildings that are kind of dome-like. Some other fire pits around here. It looks like an area where creatures would live. There's still water dripping from the ceiling everywhere, which is the need for the shelters in the spot. Can I get a perception check from both of the surviving members of the party?
I was going to say, how many buildings are there too? Can I get a count on that?
Yeah, you count 4.
4 groups of 4, my friends. That's what I'm saying. It's the 4s.
Yeah. You can easily search these things where you will find... Let me pull out my notes. No. Is that, no, that's not it. Is this it? Small amount? No. No. Oh no. Where are my notes on the loot in the goblin lair? Oh, they're over here. Desperate measures. All right, you're gonna find 20 pieces of gold,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
40 pieces of silver,
Do you want me to keep track of this, Joka?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Well, I guess I'm the high int character, but I don't know if you want the intelligence person to keep up with the money or not.
I'll just keep track of it because I can hold the most.
Yeah, that
As of
works.
right now.
That
and
works.
80 pieces of copper. These are in a small bin inside the largest of the buildings, this one right here. that clearly was the home of the bugbear. It's got one big furry bedroll to sleep on. It's got like a little nightstand on one side, a bucket of water nearby as well, and some skeletal hands dangling from leather straps, working as like a beaded entrance to the front of it.
Joko will walk up when he sees this creepy skeleton hands, and he's just going to cut those down. He doesn't want to walk through that.
Sure.
So those will be on the ground. That's a little weird. No.
You drop them to the ground.
As he gets up to the bedroll, he wants to see if he can roll this up and turn it into a tent or something else, maybe. If it's got enough fabric or whatever. He's not sure yet, but he's going to roll it up and take it either way.
It's like an elk skin or something. So it's just like a big piece of fur, like a thick hide that has some other soft things under it. So you could roll it up and take it with you, and it can function as a blanket or as a tent, or you could sell it.
It's an elk hide?
Yeah.
Is it perhaps thick enough that I could, with some time, work it into some leather armor?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And that's all of these tents that are like that?
That's inside of the tent. That's what he was sleeping on.
If this was the bugbear's bedroll, I think there's some cloth tents over here, correct?
Mm-hmm. That is more just regular fabric.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, some of it's hide, some of it's fabric, some of it's a little bit stitched together. They're quite makeshift.
Oh, well, what am I doing? Can I just take down the tent that they've already made? I don't need to remake a tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look like some shitty lean-to tents, but we could probably combine two of them and make it a bigger shitty lean-to.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can slowly acquire a big shitty lean-to.
Why don't one of you add to your character sheet one stinky goblin lean-to or something like that?
I got it, unless you want it.
You got it? Okay, cool.
How much you want it to weigh, Neal?
I'm just going to do like 30% more than a regular tent. And let me look up regular tent weight.
So 30% more?
30% more, because it's a crappy version of the tent. It takes more material to do the same job. So 3 pounds plus 30%, we'll call it 4 pounds.
4 pounds?
Yeah, that's simple.
Fine. I'm going to say it costs nothing.
Yeah, it's worthless. It smells like goblin, you know? That's not a great smell.
Understand.
Yeah.
Well, I think we keep peering around in here and we just wait for our buddy cleric to wake up.
Oh, it'll be
days.
Days before. What I think we should do is finish exploring this here cave, wait for those 4 goblins to come back, kill them so they won't be bothering us in the night.
Well, we've got kind of 2 ways to do this, I guess. If we want to kill the goblins, we need to figure out if there's anyone behind us still in this cave before we wait on the other goblins, or we don't, I guess. But we just need to take our cleric friend somewhere that he's not going to get seen by them. He doesn't just get run through.
I agree.
Ooh, or unless you're just wanting to kill these goblins?
Well, yes, that's the plan.
We go away.
We could just let...
Well, I'm thinking
if we just leave this place...
This hobgoblin's head on a spike out front, that other one was very happy when he was dead. Maybe the other ones will take this as goodwill and run away.
You know what, that is right. Let's clean them out first of everything. I think there's still one more room down there left to explore.
Well, I think there's 2, actually. I think there's one to the north of this room, and I think there's one to the south where we took those spears.
All right.
Which way? We can go either way.
Yeah, let's go to the south first.
All right. Go investigate it.
Before we leave, I want to drag Moon's body back into one of the tents so it's not just sitting out. It's just covered.
Sure.
It's in some form of concealment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't actually have to drag his body, but he's in a tent.
I've put him in a tent. It's perfect.
Sweet.
I'm in a tent.
I'm in a tent. All right, if I remember the construction of this place correctly, what I want to do is, here, follow me. Come down this side.
Okay.
And then I'll like press my back up against the wall right here, and then shit. Okay. And I'll like throw the rock down this way. Don't see anything moving in the distance. All right, I think it's clear.
All right. And
I'll
I'm
like sprint up here, kick it further down here.
Yeah. I think at this point, there are no more goblins in the cave. We can stop with the fun stuff.
Okay.
We'll just do it like this. If you refresh your browser, you should see everything without any. It should just be fine.
Okay, awesome.
There we go.
Perfect.
Oh, that was a dead end up there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the little goblin lair.
So we searched all the tents up here to the northeast, I'd say. On the ones in the south, do we need to research those, or was that included in?
No,
what you
yeah,
gave us?
that was all the loot. It was all in the one big tent. You do find a whole bunch of kind of crappy goblin spears, some goblin loincloths, some goblin masonry, like some pots and pans and stuff. Some crappy things here and there, some bone totems and idols. None of this is really worth anything. 2 of the goblin spears have like a copper spearheads that could be actually useful, or you could like just rip them off and sell them for the weight that they are. But there's,
I think that's exactly what we'll do.
yeah, nothing else here is really worth anything. The head on each spear is, I think, like 2 pounds of copper.
I'll add 4 pounds of copper to my character sheet.
Yeah. Each pound is worth 50 copper, so it's a decent haul.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, I want to go prop the dead bugbear up at the front with spears or whatever I need to do. He can be sitting down or standing or whatever it ends up being. The exact position is unimportant.
There's a bunch of goblin spears here that you can use to prop them up. And now it's time to rest.
Yep. So I think between the 2 of us, we can slowly... actually, what we could do is use some of those tents and make like a little shitty litter and carry Ebner.
Well,
like use the 2 spears that we took the copper heads off and some of the blankets there, make a little litter to carry Ebner back to Limestone or whatever it is.
Well, are we better off in Limestone than we are in this cave? I mean, truly, this has got one way in, one way out, whereas Limestone...
It does, but remember the building we found? You had to crawl to get in there, and that was pretty one way in, one way out, too.
Well, that's true. I mean, yeah, we can haul him back,
And it doesn't reek a goblin.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, friend. Well, let's get on with this task then.
Actually,
I've got rope use, and you've got rope use too, right? Can we just rope use our way to victory on this? Neal?
Yeah, rope use. Actually, also want to carry Callum's body back.
Thanks.
Okay.
And, and then when we get back to Limestone, bury him.
Does anybody have a healing proficiency?
Nothing that's directly healing. I mean, I can try to lawyer my way into saying survival should have some basic healing, but I don't think you're gonna accept that.
Yeah, that's not. We're looking for a particular healing proficiency here.
No.
So,
I don't.
Rules is written when you're at negatives. This is a rule that we don't usually follow. Every day that you're at a negative, you roll a d10. If it is below the absolute value of your HP, so in this case, if it's below a 6, then he would lose HP. And if it's above a 6 or above, he would gain HP. Which is a really brutal method of doing it, which I'm not a super big fan of doing. But I will say that if you're going to be moving his body, he'll have to make such a check every day, because it's the placing the injured person on the makeshift litter and hauling him all day across the plane. If something falls or stumbles and he
well, remember Limestone. You said Limestone was only like a couple miles away.
That's true.
3 miles.
It's only 3 miles away. So
Can
why
we
don't
just take our time and go slow so we can just spend extra time to make sure if it looks like it's slipping, put it down, fix it, just slowly plod.
Yeah.
That way.
Also, you can move at quarter speed and do this, which...
Especially since both of them are going to be pretty heavy.
Yeah, you've got enough time. You can do it. So you stack one on top of the other?
Yeah, Callum below.
All right.
Above.
And you haul them back to Limestone. Why don't we head to the other map? By the time you come out of the cave, the clouds have mostly cleared. It's actually turning into kind of a nice day, despite the brutality of the morning.
On the way out, I'd like to kick the hobgoblin one more time.
It's sort of
good measure. Yeah, just get my
moves
last
a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you bring the head out as well?
Yep. Yeah, remember we on one of
I
the
put the
goblin
body up
spears.
and spiked
the body
his
up
head
and
on
spike the head. Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, Limestone's only 3 miles away, so you can easily get there without too much
How
time
shitty
loss.
was the Hobgoblin shield?
It was a pretty crappy shield. If you want it, you could use it as a shield. It's not worth anything.
Yeah,
Like, it
I'm
would not sell
much
for
of a
anything.
shield man, but
Okay.
maybe Ebner might want it.
Well,
So,
hopefully he wakes up and can tell us.
indeed.
So, Ebner is going to need to rest for 6 days to gain HP back. Are you going to spend those 6 days here in Limestone, or are you going to try and take him all the way down to Tassel, where there's that makeshift camp in the ruins of Tassel
I'd
that
say
you can
we-
sort of call home?
I'd say we stay in Limestone for a couple days, or till he's healed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
think
don't
that's
think-
fair.
I don't think moving him would do us any good.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we've got our woods outside. I think you can hunt. I can try to do some survival, and I think between the two of us, we can be fine here. And then, not to be a savage, Tom, but I need what it was ever on your character sheet.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, the body's so warm, dude.
Yeah, dude, but I mean, I need his. He's got
Hey, man,
rations on him and shit.
Desperate times, my friend. Desperate times.
Callum would understand. Callum would understand.
Yeah, that's right. You just rolled a god in Neal's realm.
Yeah. What do I have to complain about? I suppose.
Yeah.
How do I
When he
easily?
doesn't give you any money for stuff, so that way you're just poor as fuck. You've only got rags.
It's true. How do I easily get that information over to you?
I can
know.
just assign the character sheet to him, and then
Perfect.
he can
Oh,
see
okay.
it.
Oh, okay, cool. Do I need to do anything then, or?
Nope, you're
No,
all
you're
good.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Everybody can now see Callum's character sheet.
Hey,
Hey, okay.
yeah, go
So-
check out that bio and info tab.
Yeah. Well, at least someone gets to read it, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll give it to McTacky for the wiki.
I'll definitely take that.
So, Limestone. 6 days. Hopefully, no encounters.
And then in the downtime, I'll just be playing some gambling games. We got some dice. We're ready to go. Got downtime activities for days.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you
I mean,
guys? How are you gonna gamble your money? Like, what are you gonna use for cash? Actual cash?
well, I mean, we gotta spend at least some of the day gathering food and whatnot, and give us enough.
Right. We got our food, water, and wood runs during the mornings, I think. But I would imagine the afternoons we're probably pretty bored by then. I imagine it would take us much more than the morning, depending on
Yeah.
our rolls. If Neal makes us roll them.
Sure. You're gonna need to make foraging checks to gather food. You didn't eat this morning, and you spent maybe an hour or two getting back to Limestone. Actually, you're going at quarter speed. You spent like 4 hours going back to Limestone, so it's well into the middle of the day.
Yeah.
You've got
I think
two
that's-
opportunities to forage for food if you want.
Yeah, we'll give them both a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'll go hunt.
There you go. We'll roll a d2 for the first one. And yeah, it's 2 bits of food, so you guys can be fine for the rest of this day. I want to kind of move through these 6 days fairly quickly. So first, why don't we take a break? And when we come back from break, we will blaze through these 6 days as quickly and efficiently as possible, and we'll sort out what to do with 2 dead characters. See you guys on the other side
One
of our
dead
break.
character.
One dead character.
True.
Yeah, that
Not according to my
just
script.
Mostly, he's just